The story begins with the narrator, a university student traveling through New England. He hears strange rumors about the town of Innsmouth, full of neglected dark buildings and an unsettling atmosphere, and decides to visit despite warnings. Upon arrival, he immediately senses a disturbing atmosphere and notices the oddly fish-like appearance of the inhabitants, who appear wary, yet tolerate his presence. The narrator meets Zadok Allen, an old drunkard who knows the town's mysterious history. Allen tells him about Obed Marsh, a ship captain who discovered a mysterious fish-like race at sea and decided to trade with them, leading to the creation of hybrids in Innsmouth. Marsh found these beings, called the Deep Ones, and struck a pact with them on the Devil's Reef in exchange for human sacrifices and the right to interbreed with the people of Innsmouth. The Deep Ones provided the town with abundant fish catches and artifacts made of gold. Marsh founded a secret society called the Esoteric Order of Dagon and continued his practices for many years until authorities learned of his crimes. After numerous disappearances were reported around Innsmouth, Marsh was arrested. In retaliation, the Deep Ones attacked the town, killing over half its population. The surviving residents had no choice but to continue Marsh's practices. They were forced to breed with the Deep Ones, resulting in hybrids who appeared human in their youth, but gradually transformed into Deep Ones and left the surface to live for eternity in ancient underwater cities. After Marsh's death, his family continued to control Innsmouth. Years after his death, a Deep One resembling him was seen near Devil's Reef, suggesting he somehow became one of them. After speaking with Allen, the narrator returns to his hotel, the Gilman House. Later, when he hears sounds at his room's door as if someone is trying to enter, he realizes the danger. Fear and paranoia take hold. He decides to escape, but the doors and corridors of the hotel are guarded by townsfolk, so he jumps out the window onto the roof of an adjacent building. The narrator runs through the town, pursued by all the inhabitants who are hunting him. He hears their cries and sees their fish-like faces in the moonlight. He dashes through deserted streets and alleys trying to evade his pursuers. Eventually, he reaches the railroad tracks on the outskirts of town, where he hides in the shadows. At this moment, he hears a procession of Deep Ones passing by, the sounds of their footsteps and low, guttural noises filling the air. Despite his fear, the narrator is fascinated by this sight, feeling he is witnessing something ancient and mysterious. Eventually, he escapes Innsmouth, catching a train departing at dawn. He notifies the government of his discoveries, leading to a secret operation against the town. Years later, the narrator discovers he is a descendant of Obed Marsh and realizes he is beginning to change into one of the Deep Ones. The story concludes with the narrator eventually accepting his fate and feeling he will be happy living among the Deep Ones. If you enjoyed this film, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. More book summaries in 3 minutes coming soon. Subscribe and stay updated.